really in sync.
That was really good.
Yeah, a couple of
We
JC
synced
Shazays. Welcome to Regular
Synced
Girls,
it up.
everyone.
Yeah, welcome to Regular Girls. We're on the same page, and welcome.
We are on the same page. Hilariously enough, I just told Brendan today, because we're moving, that we weren't on the same page.
What happened? So tell me about your move. I feel like people dread moving. I love moving. So
yes.
tell me everything about it.
Well, I love that we're just jumping in at 30 seconds already.
Why not?
We're like, you're here.
I have nothing else to say.
Me neither, honestly. So I moved in yesterday, and moving, I like moving. It's exciting, but I also like... It's not good for anyone's relationship.
No, that's a fact.
Because everyone has like a certain way of doing things. And Brendan does this thing, which I love, where he doesn't acknowledge when people are talking.
You know what's great is John does the same thing. It's really great for winning over friends and family members.
Oh my God.
It's really lovely.
I said to him, I go, because he was looking at a light, and I said, you should turn off the light before you check the light.
Yes, of course.
And he didn't continue. And then I said it again, and he was like, I know what I'm doing. And I was like, you don't need to yell at me. You pile of garbage.
Like it's such a delicate thing sometimes, because sometimes you don't realize how much you're stepping on a man's manhood when you give them gentle suggestions.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. I was like, Brendan, you just need to say you just need to even look at me and raise an eyebrow so I know the information has landed.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I've had to talk to John about that so many times, because he'll do it on random things, or he'll do it to many other people, but I'm like, you are you okay?
Yeah.
Why are you not acknowledging that somebody is talking to you right now? What's going on?
I know. That's what I said to Brendan. And he was like, I hear what they're saying. And I'm like, but they don't know that. They don't know that.
You have to give some kind of a signal that you're there and that you've understood what they said. And even if you don't give a shit about what they said, at least make eye contact and then carry on with what you're doing.
Well, here's the thing. Do they think that we give a shit about 90% of the things people say to us? We don't.
Oh my God, no. I'm in the negative. I certainly don't give a shit.
But I'll give you a thumbs up and say, thanks for making sounds with your mouth.
Yeah, you know what I've become the queen of is the fake laugh.
Oh.
I fake laugh at people so much that I've started calling myself out. I'm like, who are you? Why are you pretending that you give a shit about this? I do it to people all the time. It's just it's become this Twitch thing where I'm just so people always think I'm in this good mood and I'm just ready to hang out. And everyone's like, you're always in such a great mood. I'm like, no, I'm faking all the time.
I'm going to go back to my hotel and look at a blank wall. I'm done.
It is insane to me how many times I will just sit and watch whatever the F is on HGTV or Food Network.
Oh yeah.
On, ad nauseum, and just watch it and zone out and not participate in anything. It's great.
This is why I love The Housewives. It's for that. It's for when I go out and I talk to a bunch of people and I don't remember any of it because I have social anxiety, and then I come back and I watch The Housewives and I'm like, thank you guys,
my people,
for providing
your people,
and it requires no brain activity whatsoever, and I enjoy that activity.
I love that too. But you know what? So do you watch Food Network?
Of course I do.
How the fuck does the Pioneer Woman still have a show? What's her problem?
Honestly, I'm really glad that we've tackled this because I've been wanting to talk about the Pioneer Woman.
I hate the Pioneer Woman.
Too.
And I'm not one to just go out and be I hate this person, but I do not like her show.
I don't like her show.
I don't like her. She's like Kathy Bates in Misery.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I also don't think her food would probably be that tasty. I think I would eat it and be like, I am going to die. There's so much butter and cheese and all the things.
Yeah, it's she's a redhead Paula Deen that's just she's I can cook stuff and I'm from down south. It's also Trisha Yearwood has a show, and at least she's sweet. She's very adorable on her show and she's lovely, but she really gets that southern cooking happening.
She does, and I do for some reason enjoy her marriage to Garth Brooks. I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but I buy it I believe in it.
She's married to Garth Brooks. Brooks. How the hell did I not know that?
Okay, how the hell do I know that? I mean, like, give me a map and we're screwed, but tell me the love life of Garth Brooks and I've got you covered.
I don't know. See, Garth Brooks is an anomaly, this mystery to me between Garth Brooks, Chris Gaines. He doesn't have his music on iTunes, so I feel like I've kind of checked out of Garth Brooks other than all the music that obviously we all know. But I didn't know him and Trisha Yearwood were married. What? And he's just never on the show because he's a mystery.
They were friends apparently for a really long time when he was like married, and then he got divorced and they got together.
No.
Yes.
So how long have they been married for, you think?
Years.
Oh my God.
Years. Like, he proposed to her on stage.
Like, this didn't happen in, like, the 90s when I was really into country music, did it?
I think it might have been late 90s, early 2000s.
Holy crap. What a power couple.
Totally. Oh, that's, like, the thing. That's the thing.
Damn.
I
like,
know.
That makes Faith Hill and Tim McGraw look like a pair of schmucks.
I know, but also
Not
like Tim
actually,
McGraw.
They're both beautiful women.
They are, but Tim McGraw lost a bunch of weight, and I don't know how I feel about it.
No, he looks like he's like trying to like be like a soccer dad or something.
I know, he's a bit like sinewy, and I only say that because you know when like guys lose too much weight, and then it's like,
oh yeah,
you know,
it's scary. You want to see if they're okay.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but are you okay, Tim? But also, you know my love for a big dumb baby, so maybe that's just my own preference. But
no, but I'm like that too. I think anyone that's like too ripped is unappealing to me. Is that weird? It's a turnoff to me. I'm actually not interested.
Well, here's the thing. Did you watch Game of Thrones? Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I have, but I have not watched any of this season.
Okay, so spoiler alert, you guys. If you haven't listened to it or listen to it. I don't know. Whatever. Let's carry on. Jon Snow, the Kit Harington guy.
Yeah.
I was so into him, and then they did like this big pullout shot where you saw like him among. Well, he's ripped, but he's like beefy kind of ripped. But then they pulled out, and he's so short.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh no, this is so sad. And then he had a sex scene with his aunt, which he didn't know they were related. He's got a huge butt.
Really?
To the point where I was like,
I thought you were going to say a huge D, and I was like, oh my God, they showed that?
I'm sure he does, but no, but
he's got a huge butt? What do you mean?
He has like a huge butt. It's like a really impressive butt, but like it's like the talk of the town right now. But it's
really like he's like stacked in the back.
You could just bounce like a full bag of toonies off his butt.
That's Canadian currency for all you Americans out there.
One time I was explaining to a friend what a toonie was, and I was dying laughing at how stupid it was. I was like, well, it's like a $2, but it's a coin. We call it a toonie because it looks like our $1 we're just called a loony.
The word toonie is very hilarious.
It's so dumb. But his butt, but like anyways, he was so ripped and his butt was so ripped that I was like, oh, I can't sleep with you now. You're just far too attractive and little. But too...
Yeah, I mean, it's more the littleness of that's kind of weird to me. But yeah, if somebody's like too jacked, I'm like, you know why I don't like it is because I know hanging out with you is not fun.
It's going to be
because
annoying.
You're going to be worried about what you eat.
Yes.
You're not going to want to have a drink. Like that's what I'm not interested in. I couldn't imagine somebody just like counting calories or like, I don't know, like being on like a really strict diet. And I'm married to a professional wrestler.
Yes. Hello.
And he's not like that at all, thank God. But like,
no.
God, I'm so lucky he's not like that. He could have very easily been like that. But yeah, I find that weird. I'm not into it. I don't want somebody that's more high maintenance than I am or more put together than I am. And I'm a bit of a shit show.
Well, I love that because I'm also a massive shit show. And here's my issue too. This is a real mixed bag catch up, but we're just going to go with it. But you know what people are like, listen, we shouldn't drink beer all the time. You're going to look not good. But if someone's like, oh, I never drink beer. I'm like, I don't know then.
No. Because here's the thing. There's
a time and place.
I like beer. I like beer a lot. But I don't drink beer that much. But if I'm going to a hockey game or I'm going to a football game, or like, there's certain outings that require you to have a beer.
Yes.
You can't have a vodka water in the afternoon. You know who does that? American Psycho murderers. If you were out having like a casual afternoon cocktail with someone, they're like, I'm going to have a vodka water. I'd be like, what's wrong with you?
Thank you. Exactly. That's my issue. It's like if it's an afternoon thing and we're having a bit of a time and it calls for a beer and they're like, that's why I feel like I don't like Chris Pratt anymore because I feel like he would deny a beer. And that's my problem.
Listen, I'm over Chris Pratt over the whole thing, to be honest. She's really turned me off.
Well, I think there was some tomfoolery.
I'm sure there was. Now I think there must have been some kind of foul play.
There must have been, because she's talking about it on her little Petecast there.
I read some like little like blurb things, probably on some website or whatever. I don't know where I read it. I might have dreamt it. I'm not sure. But something that she was saying, how he basically got too cool for her.
Yeah.
That he like outstarred her, which sucks.
But does that mean like he got too cocky, or does that mean he just got popular in their job and that bothered her?
Well, if that's the case, then I guess boo on her, because that's shitty too.
Yeah.
If she was just like, I want to be a big star and I'm not, like, that would be really quite a bullshit move. But if he was like, yeah, I mean, I guess if he just got busy, I guess I should hold my strong opinions on people before I'm like, I hate him now, screw him. And I'm like, oh, wait, maybe it wasn't all his fault. Maybe Anna Faris was just being a hater.
Maybe. I mean, I am manifesting a time.
Stupid podcast. Who doesn't have a podcast these days?
But hers sounds like so cool. Actually, I haven't listened to it. Have you listened to it?
No, I don't listen to anyone else's podcast. Actually, that's not true.
Oh.
I'm lying. You know whose podcast I listened to the other week was I was listening to Lena Dunham's podcast.
Oh.
Just because I was like not that I was like doing like research per se, but I was getting my eyelashes done, so I like to listen to podcasts so I don't have a full-blown anxiety attack.
I knew you got them done because I'm looking at you right now and I'm like, how the hell did you just wake up from a nap?
I did just wake up from a nap, but I did a few things this week. I'm going to be honest because I'm honest with everybody here in Regular Girls. I got a spray tan, I got my lashes done, and I got fresh Botox.
You got fresh Botox?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time moving my face right now.
Are you actually? Are you actually?
Yes, it's kicking in and I can feel it.
What do you, in your forehead?
Yeah.
I need to get...
Oh, God, now I'm aware of it. It's going to turn in... I'm going to get one of those weird brows.
No. I want to get Botox, too, because I feel like sometimes when I squint my face, when I'm not impressed, I look like a Klingon.
Oh, mine's not even like that bad, but I've done it like a few times. I've talked about this before whenever I'm open about it. I'm not a goddamn liar. Yes, I've had Botox, and yes, I'm turning 32 in a few weeks. Everybody get off my back.
You look great.
But it's whatever. I just use a little tiny bit, and it keeps me fresh and spry. And I was away for a long time, and I haven't done it in, about 5 months.
You look great.
Last about 3 or 4.
Oh.
And I did it again.
You look great. I mean, you do look like I was just listening. Like, I mean, I can see myself in our conversation, and I'm wearing a banana clip. I think my glasses are transitional, and I'm wearing my lady jail sweater.
Okay, transitional glasses we'll talk about on another podcast.
Yeah, we will. But
my dad wears those all the time, and I'm like, are you inside or are you outside? Why are they just gray?
Well, you look fresh. You look good, and I think you should welcome 32 with open arms. This is really the time for like to be a full-fledged woman. It's really the time.
I really embrace it. As much as I'm saying I fully embrace aging, and I did just get Botox, I'm not that person that's like terrified of that. I just like happen to be on camera, so I have to do a little fine-tuning. It is what it is, and I've embraced it.
It is what it is.
I don't have to. I mean, I'm not Alicia Keys over here. I can't just go, fully natural, but like I'm not a huge like obsessive makeup person or whatever, but
you don't have to justify a goddamn thing. You look great and you can do whatever you want.
Well, not that I want to justify it. I just know people are listening, and I don't want people to get the wrong impression that I feel like you need to like change things. Here's my idea. Do whatever the hell you want as long as you're not hurting somebody else. That's my moral. That's my life motto.
Listen, absolutely. Here's the thing. I feel like, you don't have to change if you don't want. But, like for me, did I think I looked really good on Friday night? Yes, I did. Was I wearing a turtleneck tucked into pants? Yes. Did I feel on fire? But then did someone take an up-angled shot? And did I realize that that's not a good look and I need to change? Yes. Now I'm going to make the appropriate changes.
There's nothing worse than seeing something like that, though, and you are, like, really feeling this look. And then you see it back in something. Yesterday, I felt like I did a bold move that I was doing raw, and I decided to wear a denim jacket as a shirt.
What?
Yeah, it just felt like it was a thing I wanted to do, and I wanted to do it, and I did it, and I kind of enjoyed it.
I'm going to have to Google that.
Yeah, I just buttoned it all the way up.
Well, that's like kind of a Gord Downie look, which I'm very into.
Very Gord Downie, you're right.
Yeah, he's fully wearing denim jackets as shirts now.
Because, I mean, I feel like Dwight Yoakam is one of my fashion icons.
You've said.
First and foremost. And I like a good denim jacket, but I've come across this weird thing lately where people keep... And so I did that Southpaw Regional Wrestling thing.
Oh, we need to talk about that as well. We recorded that when you were shooting that look.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. And you saw what I was working with, and it was so ridiculous.
I want that glamour shot, but I want it autographed from you with an inspirational quote, and I will put it up in my
Susan.
office.
But so I had to be super 80s for that. And then the last couple weeks I've gone into work and people are like, oh, are you filming something for Southpaw today? And I'm like, no, what? I'm just wearing my regular clothes. And people keep saying that I have this like sort of like 80s inspired style, which I find weird because I don't even really like the 80s and I'm not really inspired by 80s style. I'm like, am I dressing like the 80s? I don't get it. Am I out of touch all of a sudden?
Okay, Renee, the last time I saw you, you were wearing a full denim jumpsuit with like heels and this like amazing sterling silver choker. I can't even deal. You're not 80s in any capacity.
I don't know. I've been getting that a lot, like from very casual bystanders of like, oh, why are you wearing that? Are you filming something? And I'm like,
they're fools. Fools. Listen, I look like a referee from the show Glow right now. I'm 80s.
I wish I had that job. That sounds great. I want to be on Glow so bad.
Oh, me too. I can't even begin. Well, should we talk about what we're going to our theme for today? Because we're doing a little catch up. But our theme for this week is going to be back to school.
Oh, yeah. I think people mostly went back to school already. No, or maybe like just like elementary schools did. I don't know when high school. It's always after like Labor Day, right?
Yo, tweens listening. You guys back at school? Let us know. Hit us up. It's your cool internet mom.
Tweens listening to this, I'm sorry, and stop listening immediately.
Stop listening. Honestly,
turn it off.
Yeah.
Play something else.
Don't drink beer. Don't drink beer in the afternoon.
No.
Yes.
And don't curse nearly as much as me.
Oh, God, no. I've been swearing a lot. But I guess, and also we should mention we have another sponsor this week.
We do have another sponsor this week, which is perfect because we're talking about back to school.
Yes.
And I feel like that's going to be a natural segue into fashion. And I promise I won't give you 80s fashion advice.
Oh, I will. I will certainly.
So our sponsor this week is ModCloth, which is, I love ModCloth. Their stuff is awesome.
Yes.
So whatever the season, ModCloth's got you covered. You can snag a new swimsuit for that summer getaway or a cute cardi for those first signs of fall. ModCloth's signature line of apparel comes in a full size range from double XS. Did I say that right? Double XS?
Yeah.
To 4X. So it's never been easier for you to find your perfect fit. Great.
Yeah. So what is it? So go to modcloth.com and enter our promo code regular at checkout, and you get 30% off your order of $100 or more, which is easy to do at ModCloth. So I love ModCloth. I got my bathing suits for my honeymoon from there and other clothes, but it's a bunch of cats floating around with cupcakes. It's high-waisted. It's real nice.
Their bathing suits are fantastic. I bought one from them a little while ago that was like very like 50s inspired. I felt super retro in it. It was like this red one. But it's funny. So it's a very, very cool bathing suit. And I love it. I'm actually going to bring it when we go on our honeymoon. But when I wore it, I was in Miami Beach, which is maybe not the place to wear a one-piece bathing suit.
I guess.
Which I was like making a fashion choice where I'm like, I'm going to wear this one-piece bathing suit and everyone can S a D.
Right.
And I just like strutted out there and I was like, oh, everyone's in skimpy little bikinis. And I guess I didn't get that Miami Beach memo.
Right.
But I still think I was right. I looked great in that ModCloth bathing suit. I feel God, I almost said that weird.
No, but I feel like ModCloth, I mean, like I am, even before they were a sponsor, was an avid ModCloth fan. I almost bought a wedding dress from ModCloth.
Really?
They have really cute dresses, like really, and they fit like a normal woman, which is like the hard thing if you have boobs and hips and, and that's tough.
Yeah, their stuff's lovely. And that's actually, I mean, to get 30% off is great too. So yeah, just go to modcloth.com, modcloth.com, and use our promo code regular, 30% off of $100 or more that you purchase from them.
Which is perfect.
Thanks, ModCloth.
Yeah, thank you, ModCloth. Which is great for back to school. And I guess I'm not a suave at all today, guys. I'm in the midst of moving and my brain is fried. But for back to school, I also consider this an adult time too. Like September for me, I celebrate often more than New Year's because I feel like September is really the refresh.
I've always felt like that too. I base my years around
September
school years, and I have not been in school for quite some time.
Oh yeah, but we're like so young.
We're very young and fresh and with it.
But I am currently in a refresh mode for style, as I talk about often on this podcast. But I bought.
Is September going to be your month?
September's the month. September's the month. I did buy a full jumpsuit shenanigan.
What does it look like? Tell me everything.
It's blue. It goes down. It shows some boob. And I think I'm going to have it tailored to make it more tapered at the ankle to show off my stems. Because right now it kind of flares out a little bit at the bottom. Like they're like a wide pant. It's like a wide pant thing. Does that make sense?
I really like that look though.
Me too.
Is it like a crop leg or does it go all the way down?
It goes all the way down. Although I did see someone wearing like a culotte pant set. Yeah, and then I bought velvet shoes.
Where did you get all this stuff from?
H&M, so it's not going to last.
No, but you know what? H&M has great stuff, and they have great collaborations with people, and especially like if you're doing like trendy pieces. I'm a big fan of going to places like Forever 21, H&M. I'm a huge advocate for Zara. Their stuff is awesome. But I feel like, when you're trying stuff on, you just want to like pick up a couple pieces. Like those places are great, and they've stepped up their game huge in the last couple of years.
I agree.
They fell off for a bit and they really got their shit together.
They're back. I was in Zara the other day. What was I trying on? I was trying on some blouses, but they don't like Zara doesn't like a woman with a big boob, I don't think. Dare I say?
Really?
Yeah, it's really impossible to find a shirt that doesn't like pull if you have boobs.
See, I feel like a lot of their stuff is depending on, they have like their more like businessy side where I guess you get more like traditional fits of things, but then their other stuff is like very like boyfriend fit, some of their shirts. Like I actually have 2 great button downs from them. I've got like a chambray like denim one.
Yeah.
Hey Brendo, I see you back there.
I know, he's putting things away quietly. No.
And then I have like an army style one, but they fit like long and they're not, my boobs are not giant, so it's less of an issue. But I have boobs, and it's still fine. But I also mostly just wear sports bras now, so that's a telltale sign of who I'm becoming.
Here's the thing: I have big boobs, and so my friends are trying to get me to go to this to get custom bras. But I would love that bralette, like kind of sassy. Oh, you can kind of see my bra look, but I feel like my boobs will escape, and that'll be a big problem.
I'm grabbing my boob as we're talking because I'm wearing a bralette. I was too.
Right now. I was grabbing my boob.
I was just like, I have a cupful in my hand right now as we're talking.
Yeah. I'm so jealous. But
I feel like, okay, so I have bought, I love a bralette. I'm a big supporter of the bralette.
Sure.
But I get what you mean, that like there's some that I own that if I bend down to pick something up, my boob is certainly popped out of it.
Certainly.
Which is not a cute look.
No.
Especially if you're not aware and it's just like cutting through your boob and you're like, what is happening over there? But the one I'm wearing right now is actually from Target and it's got full coverage.
Target has oddly some of the best like loose sports bras that I own. That if I'm like, I want to go braless, but I just need to kind of have support, I'll take them out. Target's great. And they're cheap too.
Exactly. I mean, I hate buying expensive bras because there's it's what a dumb expense to have expensive bras. I hate that. But I was actually thinking that because I love wearing bralettes so much, and like the ones that are like so tiny, I'm like, what is that for?
Yeah, what
like
is it
to have
for?
like just a tiny bit of like, is it just going to cover like my nipple? That's dumb. Like I need like something a little more than that. And that's when I was like, I feel like I was going to go on a bit of a quest to find the perfect bralette.
Well, and you found one from Target.
Yeah, this one's good.
I'm impressed.
I'm enjoying it right now. I can move in it. My boob is definitely not going to pop out.
I feel like also, and I'm going to shout out my friend Allie Price here. She has been doing kind of the summer of no bra, and she's got boobs, and she was just like, I'm just not wearing a bra. And I was just like, the confidence of that is maybe what I need to bring into my September new Stace vibe.
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely do it. I really love the look of a no bra. Obviously it's super sexy.
But mine are sinking. They're not like fun sink. It's like, ooh, where'd they go? Kind of sink. And it's like, they're in my pants.
They're gone. They've melted down. So sorry.
But I think my new September, new back to school vibe, and I hope to promote it to people listening to this, is it's just like confidence in the choices.
Yes.
You're just confidently in the choice.
Just accept it. Move forward with it.
Move forward.
I feel like I'm so excited for fall to hurry up and get
Me
here.
too.
I feel like I have been trying to egg fall on for weeks.
Me too.
So I'm so glad that September's just around the corner. I actually went and got my nails done, which was another thing I did this week.
Oh.
And I went for a burgundy color because I'm like, I'm trying to coerce fall to happen. I'm excited for, the regular shit that girls get excited for fall, of like boots, booties, sweaters, jackets, aside from the fact that I live in the bloody desert.
But you travel so much.
I do travel a bunch, and honestly, the weather really does change in Las Vegas. Like it will get, like it'll still be sunny and beautiful, but it gets cold at night, like very cold at night.
Yeah, it does. I mean, here in Canada, I already feel like a baby because I'm already like wearing denim jackets where I'm like, it's so cold, but it's like people are like literally in a bathing suit in the park, like laying down.
Well, I think that's the thing in Canada too, that like is hilarious. I always remember my mom when we were growing up. We just like to hold on to things that aren't there.
Yes.
So like if summer's ending, we're like, no way, man, I'm still in my shorts, my tank top, and my Birkenstocks or whatever. And then like when winter is still like here, as soon as it gets a little bit warm, we're like, summer's here. We try to hold on to summer way too long in Canada.
Oh, agreed. A patio, like people are like in like 4 scarves, like being like,
Oh
no,
my
we're on the
God.
patio. And it's like, no, just go inside.
Yeah.
Go inside.
Oh, I used to work on a patio, and like as soon as the May 2-4 weekend hit, it was like, it was on.
Can I also mention that I walk past the patio that you often work at and we talk about on this pod?
The Black Bull?
Yeah. And I looked to Brendan and he was like, we go to the Black Bull. And I went, that has rats. Ask Renee.
They do have rats. I went there when I was in Toronto, though. I don't even care about the rats. Well, I'll take nostalgia over rats.
Well, I'm all upset too because I was walking home last night and from a show, which just let me tell you, when you're in the city and you're just like walking and enjoying, I had quite the walk home in my shiny black boots, which I felt like a real lady. And I saw a mouse near my favorite pizza place, and I was like, maybe I can't go there anymore. It wasn't in it; it was just outside it. But
I know. I mean, they linger, but also here's the truth. When you live in the city, there's rats and mice everywhere.
It's gross.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's so unfortunate. I feel like I have a nose for rats and mice, and I think I can smell them before I even see them.
Ew.
I know when a place has rats. Because of working at so many places that have had rats, I know the smell of rat-infested places.
If I smell a rat, I've never even seen a rat. Knock on wood, I don't see one in this apartment.
You've never seen a rat?
No, like I've never had a rat in my house.
I would shit my pants.
Yeah, if I had a rat in my house, like a mouse, sure, I'm still gonna cry. Absolutely, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah,
but
that is threatening you.
No, I'm leaving the apartment. There's listen, I stopped going to a yoga class because I couldn't get rid of a clinger. This girl who wanted to be my friend. Like I quit. I'd have to move if I saw a rat.
You're like, I'm not going anymore. Rats are so scary to me. That they're my ultimate fear. Rats are my fear.
Oh, truly. And when people own them, listen, not cute, not cool. Get a different pet.
I used to have one when I was a kid.
You told me this.
Yeah, and I think that's why I hate rats so much.
Of course.
I hated my pet rat. I liked him for a sec, and then he bit me, and he bit me so hard that I was like, oh, you can't mess around with rats. Like they really will injure you. And if you corner a rat, they'll attack you.
I'm out. I'm just out. I love how we're like back to school fashions, you guys, and rats.
Yes. Yeah. Rats in fashion. Rats in fashion. We've got it all for you. Okay. So when you're going back to school,
yes.
Everyone's very excited, especially if you're like going to college and you've kind of picked what you want to do with your future. Maybe you're undecided, but either way, the future is looking friendly. Whoever's catchphrase that is.
Well, I love it too because it's like then you get your new binders and your journals and your pencils and your backpack and you set it all up and you're like, this is going to be me. This is going to be the new me.
The new you. Like that is the best feeling of like going to a new school where like maybe not everyone's going to know you and you can just put your best foot forward and let everyone know who the F you are. Yeah. It's the best.
Listen, and
it's such a fresh moment.
Oh, and it applies to adulthood as well. Let me just
Oh yeah.
I haven't been in Toronto a long time. So I did a show last night and on like a bill where like not a lot of people knew who I was. And then an audience member was like, I've never seen you before. You're so funny. And I was like, and I was in my shiny boots and I was like, oh, it's the new me.
It's the new Stacey. Get used to it. You should have new cards that say, hey, I'm the new Stacey. Get used to it, bitch.
Yeah. But instead I was like, thanks. I got to go buy pizza. But it's like this September is like the new vibe, the new fall. I think I'm going to try and get into hats. That might be the new Stacey as well.
Oh my God. I live and breathe for hats.
I know.
I just busted out one that I've had for a long time. It's like, just like a good floppy felt kind of hat. I don't ever know what to call them because I hate the word fedora because it's not a fedora.
It's not. It's kind of like an Indiana Jones vibe. Is that what you're going for? Yeah.
Very Indiana Jones. But I have one that's like this like beige, white, off-white color. It's very cowboy shaped in the head, but I like the brim of it. So I wore it for the first time. I've had it for like a year. And I wore it this week, and I feel like I was showing people the new Renee.
Who is the new Renee, do you think, this September?
You know what I've decided?
Please, tell me.
I've decided that my look that best suits me is a bootie, like a good bootie. I've got these little like brown booties that have star studs in the back. They were with Matisse makes them when Kate Bosworth designed for them.
Amazing.
They're the best boots in the entire world. So if I just do like a little bootie, a ripped jean, a cool t-shirt, and a jacket, and like just like a little like, I want to say like a Midwest rocker farmer.
I'm in. I love that vibe.
That's what I like to do. Because an over-the-knee boot is not my look. As much as I've tried to, and I know everybody loves a thigh-high over-the-knee boot.
Do they?
They don't work for me. Yeah, it's a big thing. Like, I feel like they're everywhere. Everyone gets excited to wear these, like, super sexy, like, thigh boots. And I own some of them, but it's not my look. I'm a booty kind of gal. I like a little booty because I'd like to know that I can run if I have to, if I'm under attack or under siege, perhaps. I like to be comfortable, and comfortable is key for me, no matter what. Yeah. Sometimes to a fault that I'm like, I like looking put together, but I don't ever want to be like wearing something that's too tight or shoes that are too high because then who's the joke on? The joke's on me.
Yeah, I mean, I get you. I would never do a thigh-high boot. I'll also tell you my biggest pet peeve, and I'm wondering if people listening to this will agree with me. When people are wearing thigh-high boots and you're like at a party and like people take their boots off and they're wearing like white athletic socks, I literally can't even deal. Yep. It's so gross.
That's me at every airport.
Not
with a thigh-high, but like if I'm wearing like a cute outfit and then I've got to go through customs and I'm like, all right, here's my shitty socks that don't match. This is who I really am. If we're really stripping down to who I am. Yeah, I'm wearing shitty athletic socks.
Yeah.
It's just too bad.
Listen.
Because I need an ankle sock.
I also hate ankle socks, and I also hate those socks that just cover your toes and like the back of your heel.
Because none of them ever stay.
They're gross, too. Like, they're just gross.
Here's what I really fucking hate. Yeah. I had to accentuate that with... I don't feel bad about that F-bomb I just dropped.
Right.
Some of the other ones were unnecessary. This one's necessary. I hate when people wear toe socks with ballet flats. Who are you?
Who are you? And do you mean toe socks like when your toes go into the
No.
Because I was like, those are gnarly. But yes, if you're wearing socks with a ballet flat, you're a psychopath. Who are you?
What kind of a person have you become?
Absolutely.
That you like just... I will also go on record that say that I hate ballet flats.
Me too.
I think they're awful shoes. They're terribly uncomfortable. Yes. They look stupid. I hate ballet flats.
And listen, I'm not the most stylish person, but I do like my shoe to have a little quirk or something going on with it.
Something.
And a nude ballet flat, I'm just like, add something to the mix.
I hate it.
This. Oh,
it enrages me. And if I perhaps see a sock poking out from under your little ballet flat, we're not friends.
No.
We're not. We don't have a thing in common.
Here's the thing. Here's a regular girl hot tip. You're buying a ballet flat, you know it's only going to last a season because you got to go barefoot. If someone goes, if a dear friend of mine was like, oh, I've had these flats for 2 years, I'd be like, they're garbage. Throw them out.
Tossing them right now.
Toss them out.
You have to. I mean, as a good friend, you have to step in and intervene in that situation because that is like unacceptable.
That's why if you're going to have to wear a ballet flat for work or whatever, don't pay more than $15 for it.
No, God, no. I used to have these ballet flats that when I was like working in Toronto and I was kind of coerced into buying them. And I was okay with wearing them for a second, and then that's really when I came to my conclusion that these are stupid bullshit shoes, and I get a headache when I wear them because I'm thudding around on my bare foot all day.
Yeah, it sucks.
There's no pad.
It's not. They're not good.
Walker.
They're just not good. And I know that's a controversial opinion that we have on these.
Certainly. Oh, we've definitely stepped on some toes with that statement. No pun intended.
Absolutely. And I mean, a ballet flat, I just can't get behind. They're not interesting enough for me. Now, if you throw a little velvet on that, maybe. I don't know.
I have seen. Okay, so you say velvet ballet flat, and I've seen some that are like a ballet flat that actually like really plays up that it's a ballet flat, and it'll wrap. There'll be like a wrap tie that goes up.
Sure, cute.
I'll play with that. We can talk about that.
Sure.
Here's another thing I like. I really like mules. I think mules are so great.
I was literally just about to say that. I have a velvet mule that I bought. Velvet mules. They're incredible.
I think it's a very sexy shoe.
Yes, but here's the thing that my friend Danielle and I were talking about yesterday. The mule the toe of the mule is very important.
I've never worn a mule. Tell me why.
Because if it's like, it can look like a grandma shoe so easily.
Sure, but I think that's kind of the appeal a little bit.
Sure. Okay.
Because I think that sometimes is just a look. I mean, like, I have, like, my Levi mom jeans that, like, I think are great, and I feel very cool in them. But I can understand, like, I've definitely, like, worn them around John before, and he's like, what are those? I'm like, I'm cooler than you. Just let it happen. And he's like, I don't know if that's right.
Because, like, there's some really nice mules out there, but there's, like, the really, like, pointy mules. I'm just, like, not a fan.
No, I don't. I mean, okay, so the booties I was talking about earlier are a pretty pointed toe, and I'm normally not a pointed toe kind of gal. But you can find that happy medium.
Absolutely.
Actually, you know who does a good happy medium is Steve Madden pumps. Have a good happy medium of the point. Because I used to hate, like, when we were, like, younger, and when, like, I guess, like, moms or, like, people that were older and cooler than us wore high heels, and they were that really long pointed toe. Like, were you Cruella DeVille?
I know. It's intense.
What's in there?
Yeah.
It's just flapping around. It's like an actual flipper.
Yeah, it's too much. I don't like that. Also, yeah, but Steve Madden's a good call. I think I wore Steve Madden heels for my wedding. They were bright gold. They were nice.
I love Steve Madden. Steve Madden's great.
You forget about those brands. But anyways.
Yeah. But they still exist, and they still do a good job. So mules are definitely a thing. I think mules for the fall are a definite. I'm a big fan of the cropped flare jean. Okay, so you have to send me what you're talking about, because in my head it's not working. No, I get it. Because for a second, I would see them online. And I'm like, okay, I get that this jean's becoming this trendy thing to have this crop flare jean. But, you know, anytime you see it, it's on a supermodel. So I'm like, okay, of course it looks good on them. They're tall and lean, and, like, they have room for error.
Right.
But I got these ones. Actually, I have 3 pairs of them now. I got 2 pairs from Zara, and one is frame denim, which is now my new favorite denim. But I've been worn them with, like, a flat, but they are much better. If I wore them with a mule, I could get some shit done.
Ooh, I'm into this vibe. I'm into this vibe.
A mule and a crop jean is, like, it's so good. Especially you can have, like, that little, like, tattered bottom. To kind of not make it so fussy, and they're really great.
Okay, now on to that outfit, I guess we're building the ideal going back to school first look at me world vibe. Oh my
God, how exciting.
We've got a mule. We've got this cropped. Is it a high-waisted pant?
They're mid-rise.
Okay.
It's a standard waist.
Now, okay, so what sort of top are we talking with this? Because I'm really struggling with tops right now. And I know that I want a structured hat. I know I want that going in on the top of them.
Okay, so I think if we're going for a hat, like, I feel like when you're wearing a hat, then you need to go, like, T-shirt. I like to go a bit more casual. Yeah, I like to do, like, a T-shirt and a hat.
I keep looking for the hat that we talked about podcasts ago that's, like, structured, and you kind of wear it at, like, the back, not at the back of your head, but you know what I'm talking about. And then it's like a brim.
I traveled with mine this week, the one that I said that I have. I texted you the picture of the one that I have, right?
I know, but I couldn't find it. I was looking for it again yesterday.
Because it's not... I forget what the kind of hat's called. It's not a bowler hat, but it's kind of like, it's more like a bowler hat though.
Yeah.
But not rounded in the head. It still has like a regular shape and then just like a smaller brim.
Yeah. And I want that in like a navy blue, and that's going to be my new life.
Yeah. I think you should totally embrace that. I love that.
So then the top would just be like a t-shirt?
I would do a t-shirt, but I'm obsessed with t-shirts. I like t-shirts with everything, and I always think that they're appropriate. I went to like meetings with important people the other week. No, I mean, not to say like they're. I mean, yes, they are important and they're lovely people. But I showed up sort of underdressed because I was just like, I don't know, we're just like casually hanging out, right? And then I was like, oh, am I underdressed because I showed up in basically what I'm wearing right now, which is a smiley face t-shirt with rips in it and like jeans. But I put on a red lip, so that means I was participating.
Then you're fine.
Yes, I think so.
Oh,
but I did show up, and I was like, "Oh,
no, you're fine." A red lip.
Wait, was I supposed to dress like an adult to this?
A red lip changes everything. And I just started wearing this like matte lip from Maybelline, and I figured out how to wear it, and it lasts truly all day, and it does not get gunky.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was like so cheap. And I think it's called like, what is it called? I think it's called Hustler. It's like an orangey red.
Ooh, orange red is so good. I love orange red. I also am a big supporter of this new pink lip that's going to become the new red lip.
What's this?
It's like more of like a fuchsia pink lip that you can do instead of just having to commit to like the full red. It's like a fun little pop. But I do think it doesn't need to be like, I don't think you need to like line it. I think you can just do it and be a little more cash.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, smear it on and call it a day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a big back to school tip here, because I remember waking up at like, 6 in the morning? What was it, 6:30?
Too early. Oh, man. Even if I get up early, still to this day, get up early and get in the shower right away, I feel like I'm going to school and I start to feel sick.
Me too. I feel like actually sick. Like, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but I've been doing like mascara. Maybe I'll smudge a little eyeliner on the lash line there. A creamy pink cheek and a bold red lip. I'm out the door. It's dewy. It's fun. Get at me.
So here's what I want to talk about.
Yes.
Because I think it goes with fashion and fall and whatnot. Is some makeup stuff, because I've not tried it, so I'm not speaking as a tester of this product or firsthand knowledge, but I'm going to order their stuff. There's a company called Glossier.
Yes.
That seems, do you know them?
Yes, they're incredible.
Oh, I've never used their stuff.
Oh, lean
in. I'm leaning in. I've got stuff in my cart ready to go, but I got a new phone, so I had to like punch in my card information, so I didn't get it yet. But they've got, which is a different podcast for why I had to get a new phone.
Oh, yes.
But they have these cream blushes. I love a cream blush.
Yeah.
And just like a little concealer. And so I was reading this thing on this blog the other day that was saying basically like that no makeup and how that's like, which I love. I love no makeup. It's fantastic.
The best.
So it was like saying to just do like a little concealer, maybe like a tinted moisturizer, which I just started using the NARS one, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
NARS one's really good, and Tarte has a really good one that I like too. But do like a cream blush with the tinted foundation or whatever, and then they were saying to do mascara, but don't do full mascara, and take like a little bit of like a oil-free makeup remover and like smudge it out so that it's like extra undone. I'm kind of into it. I would try it.
Yeah, I mean, my suggestion for what it's worth would be to do a black top lash, so like using the mascara, and then do a little bit of brown. So then it just like kind of unevens it, but then you're getting the volume from the mascara. But you have extensions, so that would be fine, like eyelash extensions.
Yeah. I'm lying about my eyelashes anyways. I am wearing eyelash extensions. Where do you stand on colored mascara?
I've seen it done really great.
Yeah.
I've also seen it done really bad.
Oh, yes. I think it can be really cool. Like I saw a bunch of the looks from the VMAs, and it seemed like a lot of the looks were like bright eye makeup, like blues and like some like burgundy and stuff, like, which looks cool. I mean, obviously they're at like a fancy event, so this is definitely not. I don't think this is day one of school look.
But it's like dance school. It's like you're going to a dance at school and let's
Oh, yeah.
get it
Or
done.
like on a Friday, live your life.
Well,
live your life. Get through Monday, but by Friday, get to the colored mascara.
You can do like, I saw someone do like an under, like their bottom lash was a bright blue, and then they did like a bright blue liner and smudged that out underneath. And then they painted then they just kind of very meticulously went through with a black mascara underneath. So it kind of tones it down, but then your eyes just really pop.
Oh, what a good idea.
Hell yeah.
I would have never thought to blend them together like that. I love that.
Well, yeah.
Because you know how like, I always think of like when I'm not a huge makeup person, so I literally just read things on magazines and Birdie Beauty or is it just Birdie.com, BYRDIE. They've got great stuff on there. I go there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know when you like read things of like, oh, if you have hazel eyes, this works for you. If you have brown eyes, these are the colors. Do those rules still apply?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I have brown eyes.
What are your colors? What can you do? Blue for sure, green for sure.
So I used to like when I used to go crazy with my eye makeup, I used to do a lot of like really pigmented blue under. If I was gonna like go out in the 2000s, the early 2000s,
were these nights that ended with pizza and garlic dipping sauce?
Oh hell yeah! I would do blue liner underneath. I would always have like a bit of fun underneath and do like the under eye a different color. Like I would do a brown and then underneath I would do like a blue.
Just to give it a little pop of something.
Just a little something, and then you blend it out, and it doesn't seem too crazy, but then you're like, oh, your eyes are like popping. And I was like, hell yeah.
I feel like I want to do that today. I don't own, I've got colored eyeliners, but I don't have any mascaras, but I think I want to try that of blending it with the black so it's not like,
yeah.
Oh my God, wait, I cannot think of the name of that show. What the hell is the name of that show that was on Much Music late at night?
Oh, Electric Circus.
Electric Circus, yes.
It was like, and like everyone was just like arm dancing the whole time.
Everyone's wearing like too much faux fur and just like, oh my God, like, dancing in a cage and shit.
Have you heard the new
filmed? Why was that a show?
I don't know, but I remember like I would fall because in Canada we had the show called Electric Circus, which like at night the Much Music building, which is this big building in Toronto, would like just be filled with like ravers, and then you would just hear remix songs. But you could also listen to it on Kiss 92.
Oh my God.
And I used to fall asleep to Kiss 92, and then I'd wake up with nightmares because like I was on it was like doom, 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 doom.
Yes,
and I was like,
you were having like your very first acid trip without ever having done that. You're like, what's happening?
But you know that song by Katy Perry, that Swish Swish song?
Yeah, swish swish bitch.
Yeah, that reminds me of Electric Circus when it like really cuts in, and I'm like, oh my God, that's Electric Circus.
I can't believe Electric Circus was. I like the idea. I like the pitch for Electric Circus.
I mean, of course, who doesn't like the pitch? Everyone having a good time, just moving their arms. I loved it, and the window was open, and you could just like stand. I used to stand out there,
and
like,
people would stand outside. There would always be like the regular people that you would see, and people like they became like kind of like famous like rave dancers. You're like, oh my God, so and so's out there. She's gonna be dancing, cool. And like people would sit outside in the rain and like sadly move their arms around like as if they were part of it.
That's amazing. I miss that.
Oh, it's so great. Some Canadian television is just sensational.
Oh,
it's so good.
That needs to be a topic because now being back, some of the shows that are on Canadian television are quite remarkable. Like cable access, like some of this stuff, I'm going to write them down and I'll bring them up. It's bad.
Oh, I would love to know what they are.
In the best of ways. In the best of ways, it's bad.
I feel like anytime we're in Canada, like with WWE, I have a lot of people being like, so like, what's with Canadian television? What is this? That it's like, we're just used to it, obviously. But like, yeah, it really freaks people out sometimes. Like, it's almost like the British television where... Somebody said this to me once when we were like in the UK. I can't remember who said it to me. They're like, it's almost like they just let anybody on TV and they don't have to be like beautiful stars. Like they just let anyone on.
Oh, it's so accurate. Listen, I'm a Canadian actor and I'm telling you, we look different than the American ones. Like it's like normal looking people. Like, I often joke that like I'm a ghoul, but like I'm a beautiful ghoul in Canada, but in America, they're like, you can't sell burgers here.
Well, first of all, they use like Charlotte McKinney to sell burgers, who's like a swimsuit model that has gigantic knockers.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't count. They use weird people to sell burgers, first of all.
Yes.
But the way you know what? I had a really great epiphany, which I've always said this, and John had my back on it, which, whatever, it's fine. But I was like saying how I think that Canada has some of the most beautiful women.
I think so. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I think that the industry is just different here. Like when I describe what a Canadian commercial is like versus like the Americans, like a Canadian McDonald's commercial versus American, it's like, do you know how McDonald's actually is? That's a Canadian commercial.
Totally. Yeah, we're not bullshitters. Yeah. We're not all having that much fun and having a Happy Meal.
Yeah. I don't know.
If we are, it's late at night, but we've earned it.
But it is so funny. But like you know who? But we do have like regular looking people on television, and like remember the movie Love Actually? Like, of course you remember it. It's such a great movie. Yeah. So the girl that ends up with Hugh Grant, who's like that curvy brunette, who's a babe, but like
total babe.
But like she jokes about how fat she is or whatever in the movie,
which I find so weird.
Oh, totally. But she played. I
don't like that.
But she played like this like sexy vixen on the soap, where it's like I don't know if that would go in the States.
Yeah, I don't know, but then there's like I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because what's that redhead's name from like Mad Men?
Oh, Christina Hendricks.
Yeah, like she's got it going the F on.
Yeah, but that's also because like in Mad Men, they wanted the girls to like fill out. They wanted them to be a little curvier. I mean, anyways, happy back to school, you guys.
Yeah, I don't know how we got on that topic. I'm so sorry. I have no idea how we ended up there.
Oh, it's because of Electro Circus and the rave ghouls that were on it. But
also, I just want to remind you, I did just wake up from a nap, and the whole last 50 minutes, I don't remember what happened.
Honestly, I am laughing at the fact that you woke up from a nap. I have not been sleeping, and yet it looks like we are living opposite lives.
Well, I did get up. I got up and showered and like got mostly ready. Right. I had to drive from Memphis to Little Rock.
You're badass.
So, I mean, I've accomplished something already today in the sense that I got up.
Right.
I got a Subway breakfast sandwich.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're good. Don't forget that Subway has breakfast sandwiches, guys.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, so I do have makeup on and I'm somewhat together, but I was sleeping moments ago. Well, moments ago I was out.
I guess for the last 10 minutes, let's give our best, like how to have like the best you for back to school.
Okay. I think first things first.
Yeah.
When we're talking back to school, you need to have a practical backpack.
Practical.
You got to have a good backpack. I'm actually considering getting rid of my purse and just having a backpack because I'm a practical woman.
But who are you thinking? Like, are you thinking like a leather one, a Herschel one? Like, what are we thinking?
I haven't thought far enough about it. I just think that I like my life better with a backpack, and I hate my life with a purse.
See, Purses
are so stupid to me.
I love a satchel. There's nothing better than a satchel, like a leather, nice satchel.
I had a satchel, but I felt like I couldn't get anything out of it, and I got annoyed, and like I had to go buy a new purse.
But I do feel like Diane Keaton getting business done with my satchel.
Yes, and I mean, look, as long as you're getting shit done, then you're good. And like you said, I think having like some way to like. I think any way you can make yourself more organized is going to make your life better. And I am preaching because I am the most unorganized person.
Can I just I'll give a little tip of something. I'm super unorganized too, but one thing that I'm loving right now, and they're not a sponsor of the show, but I will promote them, is this thing called Passion Planner, which funny enough, someone made fun of at this comedy show I was performing at last night. But I own a Passion Planner. But
what is that?
It's an agenda.
Like a Palm Pilot?
Pardon?
Like a Palm Pilot?
It's
Remember those things?
Oh, yeah. It's like a Palm Pilot, but like bigger and more annoying. It's just like, I got this thing. Brenda got it for me. It's like this big leather planner. And it's like, so you have your month and your week, but then it also has like monthly reflections and pages to be creative. And it gives you space to do like mind mapping, which I do, where it's like you have an idea and then like you draw around it or how you're going to do it. For people who are a bit more creative and have like crazy to-do lists.
What is it called? I'm writing it down. I should get one. I'm going to order it as soon as we're done.
Oh, it's called Passion Planner. PassionPlanner.com. It's incredible because my mind is crazy. And so what it does is your month, it does your to-dos, your monthly to-dos that are personal and professional. And then it has a section where you can like kind of make to-do lists or doodle. Like I do a lot of like random doodling and link to whatever. And then it has your monthly reflections. So at the end of the month, you can write about what worked, what didn't, ask you all these questions. And when I do it consistently, I feel a little bit more together where I'm reflecting every month. And so every month is like a restart.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's great.
because sometimes I guess like when you just have something right in front of you and you can like check back in with yourself to see what you've done and what you haven't done.
Yeah.
Because I keep doing that where like I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna like I wanted to get back into like putting stuff on my website because I've gotten really on my high horse about making vegetarian food.
Ooh.
So I want to start putting some of that stuff on there. But I haven't actually done it yet. So like I feel like if I had that like written into my week, you make time for it and you make it happen.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. And I would also, the thing that's great about Passion Planner too is like, it's not, they have like the year one, but they also have one that's just like the 12 blank months. So if you do fall off, you can be a little gentle with yourself and you can just be like, okay, I fell off for 2 months. I'm going to come back together. And now I'm going to, for September, here we go. So it's not like set. So if it's like, oh, I screwed up and I missed a month, then you've ruined pages. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. You can just pick back up and kind of do your own thing.
Yeah, so that's what the one I have, and it's been really helpful. But yeah, it's hard. I mean, like, just be gentle with yourself going into September, girl and guy.
Yeah, guys.
Get your Passion Planner.
But it's also just like, it's such an exciting time. I mean, being in school, I honestly, I didn't really enjoy school that much, but I enjoy September and I enjoy new beginnings.
Yes.
So, and I think that's kind of the thing is you can kind of get out and start doing, you just made the funniest look when Brendan walked past you.
I know, because I was like, you're having a heartfelt moment. I was like, get out of here.
Beat it. But having like a new beginning and being able to start something fresh and like, whether it's you starting new school somewhere, if you're going to college, if you're moving away from home for the first time.
Oh my God.
Like, how exciting is that?
Yeah.
Being out on your own and being able to do your own thing and finally getting to, like, decorate things the way you want it to be and buying your own food and being totally independent. Like, that was such a fun time for me, even though it's obviously, like, a total struggle and you realize how much you were really coddled at home.
Oh, my God, totally. Totally.
It's cool to kind of step out on your own and really like discover who you are and like learn more stuff about yourself. And
I feel like university,
just, like, embrace that.
I feel like university is a whole nother one, is a whole nother podcast.
Totally. But it's like trying the new things that you want to do of like, you know, say you really want to, I don't know why this popped in my head, but like if you were like, oh, I just want to do like poetry and I want to start going to these poetry readings. Like,
do it.
Go do that. Go be that person and do that. Don't feel like you're like stuck by like whoever the people were that you were in like high school with or whatever thought that you were, that you can't go be this person that you are now.
Hell no. I mean, we were talking about bullying last week and the same kind of like vibes prevail. This is your chance to be who you want to be, dress how you want to dress, get your crop flared pants, screw the walls, don't wear a ballet flat because that's gross. And
don't do it.
And just live your damn life. Who is someone... I can't remember their name. They posted the picture to you and I. They went out and got leather overalls.
Oh my God, I know. I loved that.
I think her name was Melissa or something. But I was like, God damn, yeah, go back and get those leather overalls.
Hell yes. Absolutely spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the looks that you want to do. Be who you want to be. Try to stay organized. Don't eat like pure shit when you're away from home.
Don't eat pure shit. You guys, listen to us, okay? I ate potatoes and carrots for 6 months. It didn't pan out for me.
Yeah, freshman 15 can be a real thing, so just be on guard.
And 15 is just maybe, you know, maybe it gets higher than that. And you're like, no, they only said it would be 15.
Maybe it does. But also, guys, if it happens, it's an excuse that it happens to everybody. And too bad. You'll rebound. You'll be fine.
Yes. Yeah.
You'll be totally fine. I feel like there was something else I was going to say about new beginnings and starting a new school, but I don't know what it is. And I don't know if anyone that's listening is going to a new school, if they're going to college, university, or maybe you're starting a new job. But either way, September for everybody is a bit of a reset button.
Absolutely.
Get ready for fall. Get your structured hats.
Oh, I'm trying to. I found this cool vintage shop on Queen Street, and I thought it was a drum store, but it's not. And they have a bunch of hats, but I don't know how I feel about a vintage hat. But you guys will get updates because I'm going to keep going back and looking.
Yeah, definitely. Keep us posted on your hat conquest.
I will.
And yeah, I guess that's it. Is there anything else we need to say about going back to school? Did we? I mean, we kind of deviated with Electric Circus. Sorry, guys. But if you don't know what it is, please YouTube it and then get back to us.
Yes, we'll talk more if you guys. Oh, and for next week, please send us your questions as we're going to do another Q&A.
Oh yes, we sure are. Yeah, give us some good questions. Give us some hard hitting questions.
Yeah, no perv stuff, but hard hitting questions would be great.
No perv stuff, and I feel like we've done a lot of dog stuff. We've done a lot of like husband stuff. So
they exist. They're here that you know.
Yeah, let's move on to some other fun stuff. Whatever you guys want. Send it our way.
Fun cues would be like surprising cues would be cool.
Yeah, catch us off guard.
But not perv stuff.
No. Yeah, like don't like catch us off guard with like a dick pic, because that won't make it into the show.
I'll be very upset.
You know what I like to do with a good Q&A is I just kind of stockpile them. Mm-hmm. Like if I see there's a question, I'll like screen grab it and save it or whatever. And then I like to not think about it and then just kind of like rapid fire ask the question and see what happens.
Oh, let's do that. So what should our hashtag be?
Hashtag no pervs.
Hashtag no pervs. So, yeah, so hashtag, but what if that's like a thing? Like, when people are hashtagging it, we don't see the questions.
Oh, right. Okay, why don't we just use the hashtag regular girls?
Yeah, regular girls. Yeah, just hashtag regular girls. Should it be more specific? You had that angel one. Am I overthinking this? What's the internet? I don't know.
I don't. Did the angel work? It worked, right? Because I did that by accident, and it did still work.
Yeah. So, how about we just do?
Okay. What if we did hashtag the thinking face? No.
Let's just do hashtag regular girls Q.
Regular girls Q.
Regular girls Q, like a Q, like a question.
Like a question.
Yeah.
Like a Q&A.
We'll A or a Q. I'm such a loser nerd with
guys. I'm not sure if that was confusing to you or not, but our hashtag is going to be regular girls Q.
That whole conversation is the epitome of a ballet flat, if I've ever heard it.
Obviously, R.I.P. Oh, God.
So dumb. Okay,
all right, I have to get dressed and go to work. I can't look like this anymore.
So please,
I have to go do shit.
Please do your back to school ghost, and then we'll thank. Oh, before you do the ghost, let's just thank our sponsor again, ModCloth. Honestly, we used it before they were a sponsor. I highly encourage you guys to use them, especially for back to school. If you go to modcloth.com and enter our promo code, which is regular, you guys are going to get 30% off your order of $100 or more. That's modcloth.com and enter our code regular and get yourself something nice.
You heard it. Yeah, treat yourself for back to school.
Treat.
Get you something cool. Be the you that you want to be.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, so let's do this regular scroll. I can't talk now. Just do the ghost.
Just ghost me. Ghost it. Here we go. Boo! That was so bad. I love that I'm doing this in a hotel, and I would love to know who's in the room next to me.
First of all, it sounded like a science teacher going, learning can be fun.
Math is cool.
All right, guys, send us your questions. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.